Hey, Michael Church here, Crawl Space Ninja. Just got a great question from our YouTube channel about rough sawn timber that they used in older houses. You know, if you've ever been in an older house built 100 years ago or so, they would use, a lot of times they would set up a sawmill on the premises and would just cut out the timber right there on the spot. And I had a great question about mold and rough sawn timber, so stay tuned. Now, I've been in a bunch of crawl spaces where the timber is just, it's hard and very difficult to scrub and things like that. Because of how it was made 100 years ago, this rough sawed timber was used, and it's hard to tell if it's got any kind of fungal growth or anything like that on it. So the person on YouTube wanted to know, how is the best way to identify whether you have mold or fungus on the timber? And the best way to identify any mold or fungus at all is with a sample, a mold sample. So I'm going to put a link down below if you want to get a DIY kit, but basically you just take a swab and you just rub it across the timber, you send it off to a lab, and then they'll tell you the best way, or they'll tell you if it's mold or not, and then that'll give you an idea of whether you're dealing with a wood rot fungus or perhaps a mold problem that may or may not affect your health. So anyway, great question out there. Discoloration doesn't necessarily mean mold. I've been in crawl spaces where you have all this white stuff all over the wood, and then we test it and send it off, and it was actually drywall dust. So just because something looks like mold does not mean it is. So I would recommend you always test, especially if you're not dealing with a lot of standing water or water intrusion. It may just be a discoloration from when it was installed. So great question. Hope you like this video down below. And keep in mind, I mentioned our last video, we're franchising 4 miles outside of the Knoxville, Tennessee area. So if you know anybody that's looking to start their own Crawl Space Ninja company, we hope you'll let us know in a comment below or go to our website, crawlspaceninja.com. Thanks again, and make it a happy and blessed day. We appreciate all of you watching and commenting. Have a great day. See you later.